Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on B106 and B106.com. Tonight from Weld Central High School is game 1 of 2 as the Fort Morgan Mustang boys take on the Weld Central Rebels. Hello everyone, with Corey Nickel, I'm Brian Nickel. Set to bring you the action earlier this season. These two teams met in the Northern Colorado Roundball Classic in Thursday. Early December in that game, the Mustangs beat the Rebels 43-21, holding the Rebels to their lowest point output this season. And since then, Weld Central is now 9-4, 2-2 in league. Our starting lineup tonight for the Weld Central Rebels is Derek Fife Medina, a 6'3 forward, Brandon Blackson, a 6'2 guard, Cody Bowen, a 6'3 senior, Tommy Vestal, a 6'3 senior, and Adam Martinez, a 6-foot senior also. And for the Mustangs, it's Eric Kimball, Jake Frick, Joey Schneider, Neil Lopez, and Zach Garcia. So about ready to get this tipped off here. Both teams, Fort Morgan is averaging 45.1 points a game, giving up 56 points a game. Weld Central is averaging 44.4 points a game, giving up only 42 points a game. So Fort Morgan is, when they lose big, but they're averaging about the same amount of points. So we'll see if Fort Morgan can do the same thing to them as they did earlier in the Northern Roundball Classic. And Fort Morgan gets the tip. Off to Leo Lopez at the three-point line. He picks up his dribble. Now over to Jake Frick. Now to Eric Kimball. Back over to Leo Lopez up at the right side. Eric Kimball out high. Now over to Leo Lopez. Leo Lopez keeps its dribble. Backs out towards center court. Going to get a nice screen from Jake Frick. Three-pointer for Eric Kimball is off the side of the rim and no good. Rebounded by the Rebels. That's Cody Bowen with the ball. Now off to Medina. The ball out to Martinez down at the top, and now Blackston has it. Now he hands off to Vestal. Vestal to Medina. Medina out towards the three-point line. Now they're going to call a foul. That's going to go on Joey Schneider. So that's Schneider's first foul. 7 minutes to go in the first period. Medina now with the ball. Now over to Cody Bowen. Underneath, that pass is kicked away. Now underneath, pass out to Medina. Medina to Martinez. Martinez keeping the dribble alive out around the three-point line. And now the three is up and good by Vestal. So that's a 2-0 lead, or 3-0, excuse me, for Weld Central. Now a 3 for Fort Morgan. That was Leo Lopez who drained that three. Weld Central now across half court. 3-3 with 6:05 to go in the first period. Martinez down the lane. Quick pass. Gets out of bounds. They're going to call a foul on Fort Morgan. And that is going to go against Jake Frick. So that's Frick's first two on the Mustangs. No fouls yet called on Fort Morgan, or on Weld Central. The three up by Cody Bowen is no good. Fort Morgan with the rebound. Pass underneath is up and no good by Joey Schneider. Weld Central now with the ball past half court. Tommy Vestal over to Blackston. Now Blackston drives the lane. His shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Medina of the Rebels. And now Martinez, his layup on the left side is no good. Rebounded by Zach Garcia. Garcia, his pass to Eric Kimball is intercepted, and now that's down to Adam Martinez. They're going to call an offensive foul. An offensive foul on Adam Martinez for Weld Central. He went down hard, but they're giving him the foul. For Morgan was set under the basket. That was a good call. So we have a timeout here. I believe they're going to bring Adam Martinez out. He's a kid that fell real hard, and Keaton Pippin comes in to replace him. So 3-3 with 5:14 to go in the first period. Leo Lopez with the ball. Keeps the ball alive. Now he gives it to Jake Frick out high at point. Zach Garcia out at left point. Now Joey Schneider back to Garcia to Frick to Lopez. Lopez out high, out past the timeline. He dribbles just inside the three-point line. Then his pass is taken away. And Blackson, he takes it, now gives it to Medina. Medina's shot is up and good for two. So 5-3 for the Weld Central Rebels. Leo Lopez now with a two, and that's a nice shot from the left court from the left wing. So far, Leo Lopez 5, Weld Central 5. Medina now with the ball over to Bowen. Bowen backs it up past the three-point line. His pass down to Keaton Pippin. And now Blackston underneath for the two. His first 2 points of the game. 7-5, Weld Central. Now Leo Lopez's pass out to Zach Garcia is stolen by Blackston. Blackston's layup is up and good. Now 9-5 in favor of the Rebels. For Morgan, he take care of the ball. Now Leo Lopez out past he drives down the lane, nice little shot and up and good by Joey Schneider. And there's a foul, so they'll get the foul shot to go with that. And that foul was on Vestal. That'll be his first. So Joey Schneider to the line to shoot one. That is up and good. So Joey Schneider. So Weld Central now with the ball in their end of the court. Tommy Vestal over to Blackston. Blackston back over to Adam Martinez, who has checked back into the game. Martinez out on the left wing. And now Vestal, he drives it to the center of the lane, and he backs up. Pass underneath to Jacob Maniscalco for a two-pointer in the paint, 11-8. Now Fort Morgan, Wes Anderson checks into the game for Jake Frick. Leo Lopez out high, just inside the three-point line. Back over to Wes Anderson from the top of the key, top of the tee. His three is off and no good. Rebound though it was up and good by Joey Schneider. So 11-10, Weld Central. Cody Bowen off to Blackston. Blackston drives, and that's way too easy in for the layup. 13-10. Now Fort Morgan in there into the court. Now a corner shot by Zach Garcia is no good. Rebound to Eric Kimball. Eric Kimball now to Wes Anderson. His left-handed hook shot up and no good. Now Weld Central with the ball. Adam Martinez keeps the dribble. He dribbles down the lane. He kicks it out to Bowen out on the left wing. Now back under to Blackston. Blackston over to Bowen. Bowen from the free throw line. His shot is up and good. His first two tonight for Bowen. 15-10, Weld Central. With 1:45 to go in the first period. Leo Lopez now into Wes Anderson in the key. Now back to Zach Garcia. Leo Lopez for a three from the left corner, and that ball's off the rim and no good. Now Weld Central with the ball. Blackston has it now. A long three just catches the front of the rim by Bowen. Fort Morgan with the ball. Leo Lopez pass underneath it. Good. Beautiful play. Nice lead pass to Snyder. 15-12. Weld Central. Now Blackston. He passes off to Menace. Calco. Now back out to Vestal. Vestal over to Martinez. His shot is no good off the side of the rim. Leo Lopez with a rebound. Eric Kimball's three-pointer was up and no good. Rebounded to the Rebels. Now Adam Martinez crossed half court over to Blackston. Blackston into the lane. He is stopped there by Joey Snyder. Bowen now up around the top of the three-point. Now he drives down the lane. His shot is up and good for Bowen. So 17-12, Weld Central. Now Wes Anderson, Eric Kimball down the lane. He loses the ball. Turnover. Now Blackston out ahead of the field, and his shot is up and good. That's the points already for Blackston. 19-12. Weld Central with 12 seconds to go in the first period. 10, now down to 9. Leo Lopez out high. They're going to get a screen from Wes Anderson. Now Leo Lopez off to Joy Snyder. Joy Snyder. That's good. So at the end of the first period, 19-12. Weld Central. You're listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on B106 and B106.com. Back to Weld Central High School. This is Brian Nickel with Corey Nickel. And right now, the first half, in the first period, Fort Morgan with 5 turnovers, just 1 for Weld Central. So Fort Morgan needs to take care of the ball a little bit better here. So Weld Central ball to start the second period. Medina with it over to Bowen. Bowen shot is up and no good. Rebounded though by Weld Central. Now Blackston down the. He starts to drive down the lane. They're going to call a foul on Fort Morgan. And that will go against T.J. Bauer. Ball into Fort Morgan. Nice little alley-oop into the center of the lane, and nothing good for Blackston for his 2. So 21-12 in favor of Weld Central. Leo Lopez now to the corner to T.J. Bauer. His shot goes put over the rim. Now a shot up and no good by Kimball. Garrett Reagan into the game. His shot is up and no good, but he is fouled. And that foul's going to go against Bowen, his first. So Garrett Reagan into the game for Joy Snyder. Reagan's first shot up and no good off the back of the rim. So 21-12, 7:26 to go in the second period. Fast-moving game. Now Garrett Reagan's next shot is off the front of the net, rebounded by Bowen. He gets up in the front court. Now Blackston down court. Maniscalco, his shot up and no good. Wes Anderson with a rebound. Down to Leo Lopez. Leo Lopez to Eric Kimball. Kimball drives down the left side. He backs the back out to Leo Lopez. Over to Wes Anderson. Now over to T.J. Bauer from the right wing. And that was good for T.J. That's his first points of the game. 21-15, Weld Central, 6:55 to go in the second period. Now, Weld Central with the ball. Medina stolen by Garrett Reagan for a short period and taken back by Medina in the back court. Now he gets back across court, and now Bowen in the corner, and his 3 is up and good. So 24-15, 9-point lead for Weld Central with 6:28 to go in the second period. Jake's getting ready to check into the game with the next dead ball. Eric Kimball at the left corner. Now to Leo Lopez out high. T.J. Bauer back to Leo. Now Wes Anderson on left high. That ball is tipped away by Blackston. Blackston's shot is up. No good on the layup. They're going to call a foul on Anderson. That will be his first. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Black's first shot up and off the side of the rim and no good. (24-15). In favor of Weld Central. With 6:09 to go in the second period. That shot up and also no good. Rebound is Jake Frick. Frick down to Lopez. Lopez down court in a hurry. Gets it over to Eric Kimball. A 3 from the left wing, and that shot is up and no good. Medina with the rebound. He gets it off to Bowen. Bowen across half court. Left-handed dribble, picks it up. Now the Blacks just inside the 3-point circle, and that is good for a 2 for Blackston. We have a timeout now by Fort Morgan, 26-15. With 5:46 to go in the second period. We're getting a full timeout here, so we'll take one with them. 26-15, Weld Central on B106 and B106.com. Back at Weld Central High School, 26-15. In favor of Weld Central, Fort Morgan with the ball and they're into the court. Now a little jump shot up and no good by Frick. Rebounded to Weld Central by Bowen. Bowen down at the 3-point line, keeping the dribble alive. And he gets it off to Medina out at the right wing. Now off to Tommy Vestal. Vestal with it to Adam Martinez down on the right corner. He loses control of it out of bounds. That'll be a turnover to Fort Morgan, 26-15 with 5:11 to go in the second period. So Leo Lopez now with the ball across half court. Dribbles. He got some pass out to Eric Kimball. Kimball passes up the shot over to Zach Garcia out at the 3-point line. Now down along the left side. Eric Kimball from the top of the key passes off to Wes Anderson. Wes Anderson's shot is up and no good. Now the ball is rebounded by Bowen. Bowen hustles down court. That pulls it back out. 26-15 Weld Central. Now Medina with it out at the left wing. Now Ben Troop is into the game for Weld Central. Adam Martinez with it now trying to drive on Leo Lopez. Leo Lopez cuts him off. Now back out to Medina to up the 3. Now off to Bowen on the left wing. Underneath to Vestal. Now another 3-pointer by Bowen is no good. Rebounded by Weld Central. They're going to call an offensive foul on Weld Central. That's going to go against Bowen. That'll be 2 on Bowen. 26-15, 4:17 to go in the second period. Now T.J. Bauer set to check in. And Eric Kimball to take a seat. Jeff Zach Garcia, Leo Lopez, T.J. Bauer, Wes Anderson, and Jake Frick, the 5 for the Mustangs on the floor right now. Now Leo Lopez, his pass inside is taken away. Blackston with the ball. Blackston tries to drive. He throws it back out to Vestal. Vestal now over to Martinez. Martinez is up and good for a 3. So Martinez, that's his first points of the night. So Leo Lopez is turning have a stoppage of play here. That was up and good for Lopez. Did a spin in the lane and threw it up and got kind of hooked and went down, but they didn't call any foul. So 29-17, Weld Central, 3:42 to go in the second period. So Weld Central walking the ball up court. It's going to be Adam Martinez, guarded by Leo Lopez. Now off Dennis Scalco. And now to Vestal. Vestal back outside to Adam Martinez for another 3. So 32-17. Favor of Weld Central with 3:18 to go in the second period. Leo Lopez off to T.J. Bauer. Excuse me. Now Frick over to Zach Garcia. Garcia, nice give and go underneath to Jake Frick, but his shot is up and no good. That is taken by Blackston. Blackston drives into the lane, Now he pitches it out to Vestal, and Vestal's three is up and no good. Joey Schneider with the rebound. Now to Leo Lopez, cross half court. Leo Lopez over to T.J. Bauer. Bauer's three is up and good. That's 6 points on the night so far for Bauer, 32-20. Mustangs find themselves at 12. Now Blackston with a wild running shot up and no good. Then Maniscalco gets the rebound. And that shot is going to be up and good. But they call a foul on Frick. That will be Frick's second team foul. 5-team fouls on Fort Morgan, 4 on Weld Central. So Frick out of the game. And Eric Kimball checks back in. So the free throw is up and good for Maniscalco. So 5 points on the night for Maniscalco. No, 3 for Garcia. That makes it 35-23. Weld Central now in their end of the court. Blackston trying to drive the lane. He's cut off by Eric Kimball. Picks up his dribble. Now it's going to be last touch by T.J. Bauer. Knocked out of bounds. So Weld Central to inbounds the ball in front of the Mustang bench. Blackston to inbounds the ball. Blackston into Medina. Medina drives the lane. His pass is wild and out of bounds across on the far side. They're going to call it tipped. Actually touched by Fort Morgan. So the Rebels will contain possession of the ball, leading 35-23 with 2:03 to go in the second period. Now, the Rebels with the ball. Martinez runs down around the left corner. He backs it out somewhat. He's on the left side now into the corner to Blackston. Blackston and Maniscalco. He's into the lane. His little jumper is up and off the rim. Rebounded by Joey Snyder. Snyder to Leo Lopez with 1:40 to go in the second period. Lopez backs out of a three, but all it hits is the backboard. Rebounded by Vestal. Vestal now to Blackston. Blackston guarded by Kimball. Now, Maniscalco passes into Adam Martinez. He drives to the basket. They're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul on T.J. Bauer, I believe, is who that was on. That'll be his second. So Martinez to the line to shoot two. Wes Anderson getting ready to check back in after this first free throw. The free throw is up and good by Martinez. So that's 7 points on the night for Martinez. So T.J. Bauer out. Wes Anderson back into the game, 36-23. Weld Central with 1:20 to go in the second period. Next free throw is up and no good. So Fort Morgan with the ball at court. Eric Kimball to Leo Lopez. Lopez to Kimball. Kimball left, backs it up past the timeline. Now his three is up and off the front of the rim and no good. And rebounded to Weld Central. Now Medina with the ball. Now off to Blackston. Blackston guarded by Kimball. Now over to Vestal. Vestal to Maniscalco. He throws it back out to Medina. Now to Blackston in the corner. Down at the left wing to Vestal. Vestal now dribbling around, being guarded by Zach Garcia. Now over to Blackston. Blackston drives to the right side. His shot is up and no good. Rebounded to Joey Schneider. Now off to Eric Kimball. Kimball into the front court. He gives it to Zach Garcia for a three. Garcia's off the front of the rim. No good. Eric Kimball with a rebound and a little shot up and no good. So 36-23 with 17 seconds to go in the first half. Martinez with the ball to Blackston. Blackston big guard. Now pass underneath and tipped away with 3 seconds. Now it's going to be over to gets off a half-court shot at halftime, and that is no good. So at halftime, 36-23, Weld Central. You're listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on B106 and B106.com. Back at Weld Central High School with Corey Nickel. This is Brian Nickel. The minute 35 still to go in the halftime. Fort Left leading 36-23. As far as the foul condition isn't too bad. 2 guys for Fort Morgan. Bauer has 2. Frick has 2. Schneider 1. Anderson 1. Bowen has 2 for Weld Central, 1 for Vessel, and 1 for Martinez. So nobody in serious foul trouble right now. Fort Morgan Mustangs are 4-10 overall, 1-2 in league, and their one win was against Englewood, and then they dropped 2 to Fort Lupton, or dropped 1 to Fort Lupton and 1 to Elizabeth. So they're 1-2. The Weld Central Rebels are 9-4 overall, 2-2 in league. Their wins came against Skyview and Englewood, and their losses are also to Elizabeth and Fort Lupton. Elizabeth is undefeated so far in league play, and Fort Lupton is in second place. So those are the 2 top teams in the league for right now. So Fort Morgan, they inbounds the ball, started the second half. So Garcia out to Joy Schneider. Jake Frick shot up and no good. But Joy Schneider with the rebound. And it is taken away from him. Martinez down the lane. There's going to be a foul called on Fort Morgan. And that is going to go against Jake Frick. So he picked up his third right away with 7:39 to go in the third period. So Wes Anderson will get ready to check in for him. And first foul shot up and no good by Martinez. So Frick out of the game. Wes Anderson checks in. Next shot is up and good for Martinez. Now Leo Lopez with the ball across half court. Off to Zach Garcia if they're going to call a foul on Blackston. So that's his first. So team fouls are even now, 1-1 in the second half. Zach Garcia inbounds to Leo Lopez. Leo Lopez back to Garcia out on the left wing, high left wing. He takes one dribble, picks it up, and then off to Eric Kimball over to Leo Lopez. Back to Kimball. He backs it out towards the center circle. Now off to Leo Lopez on the right wing. Leo Lopez holding and looking. Now Kimball with a shot for a 3, and that is off the rim and no good. Garcia battles for the rebound, but is taken down by Bowen for Weld Central. 37-23, Weld Central with 7 minutes to go in the third period. Now over to Vessel. Vessel drives, and he kicks it back out to Bowen. Bowen out on the right wing. He dribbles it down the left side. Now to Medina. Medina in the left corner, being guarded closely. Now out to Vessel. That is taken away by Joey Schneider. Schneider gets it up to Kimball. Kimball now over to the corner to get Zach Garcia. The ball, the pass underneath is kicked by Weld Central. So possession of the ball will stay with Fort Morgan. So into Wes Anderson. Anderson's a little left-handed hook off the glass, and it's good. So 37-25, Mustangs down 12 with 6:23 to go in the third period. Now over into the corner to Bowen. Bowen drives it in, and he kicks it out, taken by Fort Morgan. Now Zach Garcia, his layup is up and good. So 37-27, 10-point lead now for the Rebels. Martinez out high. He's guarded by Kimball. Now over in the left corner, and that 3 is up and no good. Rebounded to Russ Anderson. Anderson to Zach Garcia. Zach Garcia passed to Leo Lopez. Leo Lopez now out. Just takes it down into the lane. He kicks it back out to Kimball on the right side. Now to Anderson. Anderson at the 3-point line. He drives in and gets it back out to Garcia. Garcia launches a three. That is good for Garcia. So 5 points here in the second half for Garcia already. So 37-30. Mustangs cutting into this Weld Central lead with 5:10 to go in the third period. Garrett Reagan getting ready to check in at the next dead ball. A little give and go by Laxton to Vestal. So that was up and good for a 2 for Vestal. 39-30 Weld Central. Now Joey Schneider with the ball over to Eric Kimball. Kimball down to Zach Garcia. Garcia into a little hook shot by Anderson, and it rims out. They're going to call a foul on Joyce Snyder. Snyder's second team foul on Fort Morgan, one on Weld Central. Leo Lopez and Wes Anderson out of the game. So now Tony Swetzik and Garrett Reagan check in. That ball into Medina. Medina now over to the corner to Martinez. Martinez passes it back out to Bowen. That Bowen out at the left corner. His pass across court and underneath to Medina. Medina's shot is up and good for a 2. So 41-30. Back up to an 11-point lead. Henry Weimer getting ready to check in. Tony Swetzik back out to Joey Schneider. Schneider to Kimball. Kimball from the left for a 3 off the side of the rim and no good. Rebounded to Garrett Reagan. Now Tony Swetzik for a 3, and that's off the front of the rim and no good. Now Garcia. Eric Kimball from the left side. This time is good for a 2. So that's the first points on the night for Kimball. 41-32 with 3:38 to go in the third period. Now Martinez out high, guarded by Swetzik. He picks up his dribble. Off to Bowen. Now over to Blackton. Back over to Martinez, but they're going to call a foul on Tony Swetzik. That's Swetzik's first. Third team foul. 41-32, Weld Central with 3:26 to go in the third period. Weld Central inbounds the ball just left of their basket. He gets it into Blackston. Blackston now out to Martinez. Martinez back to Blackston. Blackston inside to Mascalco. Now back out to Bowen. Bowen little runners up and no good. Henry Weimer with the rebound. Nice strong rebound there by Henry. Tony Swetzik with the ball. Now in the corner by Kimball. His shot is up and no good. But it was knocked out of bounds by Joey Snyder. So the ball will go to Weld Central. Leading 41-32 with 3:04 to go in the third period. Now Braxton with the ball. Walking across half court. Being guarded by Kimball. His pass over to Medina in the corner. Then back out to Bowen. Bowen into Maniscalco. Then to Martinez. Now to Medina. Now back to Martinez in the corner. He dribbles out high. They're going to call a foul on Eric Kimball. So that'll be the fourth team foul. First for Kimball. So now the ball will be inbounded just to the left of the Weld Central bench. Martinez looking to get it in, does get it in to Bowen. Bowen back to Blackston. Blackston passed down into the right corner to Martinez. Martinez back to Blackston. That ball was knocked out of bounds by Fort Morgan, so Weld Central retains possession. Weld Central inbounds the ball just left of their basket. Gets it out to Martinez. Martinez down to Maniscalco. Back out to Martinez. Backs it out a little bit by the timeline. Zach Garcia keeping a close watch on him. Now over to Medina. Medina into Maniscalco. Lane, he drives it up and good. 7 points for Maniscalco tonight. 43-32. Weld Central with 2 minutes to go in the third period. Tony Swetzik now off to Eric Kimball. Henry Weimer out to Garcia. Garcia just inside the 3-point line. His shot is up and no good. But a hustle for Garcia keeps it in bounds, but it's to Weld Central. So now Weld Central with it up court. Cody Bowen. Bowen to Blackston. Blackston to Martinez on the right wing. Now Martinez back up to back over to Medina. Medina to Blackston on the left corner. Now pass back out to Martinez at the high right wing. Tony Swetzik guarding him real close. Keeps dribbling. Now he picks it up. Now they're going to have a 30-second timeout called by Weld Central. Nice defense there by Tony Swetzik. Valley View Bill, look to the team at Valley View for rehab, short-term or long-term care needs. Stop by 815 Fremont or call them today, 867-8261. B&B Appliance at 502 Ensign in Fort Morgan. Help you save water, energy, and the environment without sacrificing quality and performance. Change for the better with B&B Appliance. Valley Heritage Center. You don't have to travel out of town to see the best and most advanced hearing health care. Visit Platte Valley Hearing Center located at 409 East Platte Avenue. So the minute 16 to go in the third period. Weld Central leading 43-32. Weld Central inbounds the ball just in front of their bench. The Blackston inbounds it. He went to throw it to one of his buddies on the inbounds there. The guy on his court moved and he threw it right straight out of bounds. So turnover to Fort Morgan now. Leo Lopez off on the left, just inside the 3-point line. Now it's Tony Swetzik. Swetzik to Kimball. Kimball back out to Lopez. Now Swetzik back over to Lopez. Lopez over to Kimball on the right wing. Now underneath to Anderson, back to Kimball, and his little running floater is up and no good. So 50 seconds to go in the third period, 43-32. Now Bowen with the ball. They're going to call a double dribble on Bowen. That'll be a turnover. T.J. Bauer into the game for Eric Kimball. So 42 seconds to go in the third period, 43-32. Fort Morgan with the ball. Now Leo Lopez up by the 3-point line. Drives in, pass, now back out. Wes Anderson. Wes Anderson to T.J. Bauer. Bauer to Swetzik. Swetzik over to Lopez on the right wing. Lopez now over to T.J. Bauer, but that ball is intercepted by Blackston. That is up and good on the steal from Blackston. That's his first 2 points in the third period. So at 14 seconds to go, 45-32, Weld Central. Now Garcia with a nice little jumper off the back of the rim and no good. So 5 seconds to go, Weld Central with the ball. Oh, and he launched the long one, and that is so good. It gives the third period 45-32, Weld Central. You're listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on B106 and B106.com. Back with the start of the fourth period, 45-32. Weld Central Rebels leading the Fort Morgan Mustangs here at Weld Central High School. 4 team fouls for Fort Morgan, 1 so far for Weld Central. Weld Central now with the ball. Blackston in the back court, gives it past half court. Guarded by Anderson. Anderson off the snap to Maniscalco. Now it's Martinez up past the timeline. He dribbles down. That ball is taken away by Frick. But they're going to call a foul on Martinez. That's 2 on Martinez. Nice steal there by Jake Frick. So Fort Morgan ball on the side. Into Leo Lopez. Lopez crossed half court. Now a screen set by Frick. He rolls to the basket. No pass into him, though. Tony Swetzik now for a 3 out at the top, and that is off the front of the rim and no good. Now they're going to call Anderson over the back on the rebound. That'll be the second personal foul on Anderson, 5th on the Mustangs, 2 on Weld Central. Now Kimball into the game for Frick. So we have T.J. Bauer, Wes Anderson, Eric Kimball, Leo Lopez, and Tony Swetzik in the game for the Mustangs. Now 7:30 to go in the game. 45-32, Weld Central. Now Weld Central with the ball in their end of the court. Cody Bowen off to Blackston. Blackston dribbles down to the baseline and he kicks it back out to Martinez. Martinez took a three. So 48-32. Now a three by Leo Lopez. Nice answer there. 48. That took up 34. I believe they called that a three. TJ Bauer with a steal underneath the basket. Now pass underneath to Anderson. Anderson passes it back out to TJ Bauer. Bauer off the front of the rim and good with his three. Now Anderson's little left-handed hook shot up and good. They keep fighting for the ball. Now it's going to be two Weld Central. So Bowen driving down the left sideline, but he is going to be fouled by Eric Kimball. That'll be Kimball's second. 16 foul. Next team foul on Fort Morgan. The Rebels will shoot the one and run. 48-35 with 6:26 to go. Shot off to the left of the basket is no good, but knocked out of bounds by Fort Morgan. So Weld Central inbounds the ball just left of their basket. And now Bessel with the ball, he gets it to Blackston down at the top of the three-point line. He dribbles into the lane, kicks it back out to Martinez. Martinez dribbles into the lane. He gets it out to Bowen. Bowen now with a running layup by Blackston, but it is no good. He was fouled by Tony Swetzik. That's Swetzik's second personal foul, 17 fouls, but Blackston will be shooting two. This first one is up and good. 49-35. Zach Garcia into the game for Swetzik. Maniscalco out for the Rebels. So Blackston with the second free throw, and it is up and also good. So 50-35, Weld Central with 6 minutes to go in the game. Leo Lopez over on the right wing. Almost stolen, but Fort Morgan retains the ball. TJ Bauer over to Leo Lopez. Leo Lopez at the right wing. Now Anderson. Anderson, his pass is stolen by Martinez. So Martinez with the ball. He gets it up court to Medina. Medina drives down the left side, but he kicks it out to Vestal. Vestal guarded by Zach Garcia. Garcia almost with a steal. And now they're going to call a timeout. Timeout is called by Weld Central. It's going to be a full timeout. So we'll take one with it in the middle of the fourth quarter, 50-35, Weld Central. You're listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball, B106 and B106.com. Back to Weld Central High School. This is Brian Nichols alongside Corey Nichols. 50-35, Weld Central leading. Not sure just what the time is. When they go to the timeout, they put up a clock for the timeout. It shows how long the timeout is up there. So we have actually 5:25 to go in the game. 17 fouls on Fort Morgan, just 2 on Weld Central. So Blackston now to inbound ball. He does to Bowen. Bowen gets it. There he gets across half court, guarded by Kimball. Now over to Medina. Medina on the left wing. His pass back out to Vestal. Vestal guarded by T.J. Bauer on the left sideline. Vestal now to Martinez. Martinez guarded by Leo Lopez. Now back to Medina. Medina is being guarded by Joey Snyder. Now off to... They're going to call a foul on Zach Garcia. That's Garcia's first, 8th team foul, so they will be shooting a 1-and-1. That will be Blackston to go to the line. His first shot up and good. So that's 3 points in the fourth period for Blackston. 15 on the game. His second shot also up and good. So 52-35 with 4:50 to go in the fourth period. Fort Morgan with the ball in the front court. Leo Lopez, he drives down the left line. He is going to be fouled. And they're going to call that on Blackston. So that'll be his second, third team foul. So Eric Kimball, too, inbounds the ball. He gets it to Garcia. Now Kimball back with it into the free throw lane. Back out to Swetnik. His pass is stolen by Medina. Medina now, his pass is stolen by Leo Lopez. Lopez up with the running layup and good. So that's 5 points in the fourth period for Lopez. Now Fort Morgan with a little bit of a press. Now Blackston, his pass underneath to Medina. Medina whirls around. He goes down. Fort Morgan with the steal. Tony Swetnik would get it across half court. Does. Now to Leo Lopez. Leo Lopez on the right wing. Tony Swetnik with a three, but that is no good, just off the rim. 52-37 with 3:58 to go in the game. Now Martinez with the ball. His pass underneath is stolen by Billy Snyder. Now I don't know what they did. I don't know why they stopped the play. They got Ben Troop into the game. I don't know what the stoppage of play was. It was in Fort Morgan's possession. Now Eric Kimball for a long three off the front of the rim. He needs to take about another step in before he tries that. So rebound to Weld Central, leading 52-37 with 3:28 to go in the game. Now Tommy Vessel brings it around the right side. He stops, turns around, picks up his dribble. Now to Martinez. Now it's going to be they're going to call Tony Swetnik with a grab. That's 3 on Swetnik. That's a 9th team foul. So Martinez will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. His first shot is up and good. That's 4 points for Martinez in fourth period. 53-37, Weld Central. Martinez's second shot is up and also good. Now Leo Lopez with the ball, giving it across half court. Keeping the ball alive. Screened by Snyder. Back out to Kimball. Now underneath to Lopez, or to Tony Swetnik for the two. Swetnik with a two-pointer there. Now Fort Morgan with a 30-second timeout. This Fort Morgan timeout is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Let the State Farm Insurance office of Greg Mullen and Rush help you find the best policy to fit your life. Home, auto, life, health. State Farm Insurance is here for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call today at 842-4555. So Fort Morgan, 7 points so far in this fourth period. Leo Lopez has 5 in this period. Swetnik has a little two-pointer that he just did put in. Now Fort Morgan is going to be pressing full court press on the Rebels. Martinez inbounds the ball. Now Blackston with it. Back to Martinez. Martinez gets it over the half-court line. He backs it back out. Picks up his dribble. Actually gets it to Blackston. Now Blackston back to Martinez along the right sideline. Martinez brings it out. Now picks up his dribble. Passes over to Vasco. Vasco back to Martinez with 2:40 to go in the game. Pass into Vasco. Vasco back to Martinez. Guarded by Eric Kimball. Now into Vasco. Vasco out at the three-point line. Back out to Martinez. So they're killing some clock here with 2:25 to go in the game, leading 54-39. Now they're going to call a foul on Eric Kimball. That'll be Kimball's third. 10th team foul on Fort Morgan, so Martinez will go to the line to shoot two. .23 to go in the game. First shot for Martinez is up and good. So 55-39 with 2:23 to go. Eric Kimball out. T.J. Bauer into the game with Tony Swetzig, Joey Schneider, Zach Garcia, and Leo Lopez in the game also. So Martinez, his second shot is up and no good. Rebound to Joey Schneider. Schneider up to Swetzig. Swetzig drives down the lane. His layup is up and good at Swetzig. Fort Morgan with another timeout. 55-41 with 2:13 to go in the game. Stubbs Gas and Oil is located at I-76 Highway 39 in Liggins. Don't delay and get there today to see why convenience is Stubbs' middle name. Buildings by Design in Brush takes pride in their workmanship and quality of their relationships with clients. For a free bid, call Pat Walter at 842-5837. Building today's business. Building by Design. Central Auto Parts for the best prices and special offers on top quality car parts and accessories. Visit Central Auto Parts at 1001 West Platte Avenue, North Morgan. Now Weld Central inbounds the ball just left of the Fort Morgan basket, leading 55-41 with 2:13 to go in the game. They do get it into Bowen. It's steal by Lopez. Lopez down the lane. His pass into the corner to Kimball is wide and out of bounds. So the ball will go back to Weld Central with 2:06 to go. Now the ball into Martinez. Martinez to Vesco. They're going to call a foul in the back court on Tony Swetzig. That's the fourth foul on Swetzig. So Cody Bowen to the line to shoot two. 2 minutes and 1 second to go. His first shot is up and good. His next shot up and also good. So 57-41 with 2 minutes to go in the game. Layup by Leo Lopez is good. Fort Morgan now with a backcourt pressure over to Martinez. Martinez gets it across the half court. He is now off to Medina. Medina, they're going to call a foul on Tony Swetzig. That will be 5 on Swetzig, so he is fouled out of the game. So Medina will go to the line to shoot two. So now Matthew Hoffman into the game for Tony Swetzig with 1:37 to go in the game. 57-43. First shot is up and good by Medina. So far, 10 points from the line in this quarter by Weld Central. And that one is also good by Medina. Leo Lopez now with the ball up court to Matthew Hoffman. Hoffman back to Garcia. Garcia to Zach to Leo Lopez to Garcia. Now underneath to Kimball. Pass inbounds to, not inbounds, it's knocked out of bounds by the Weld Central Rebels with 1:22 to go in the game. 59-43, they're leading. Fort Morgan inbounds just to the right of their basket. Passed into Eric Kimball, but he dropped it. It rolled out of bounds. That'll be another turnover. So the ball will be to Weld Central, the minute 20. And they're going to call a foul on Eric Kimball in the back court. That will be 4 on Kimball. So T.J. Bauer to check into the game, 59-43 with a minute 18 to go in the game. Then after about a 10-minute break, we will have the girls' game. Fort Morgan and Weld Central. So Blackston to the line to shoot 2. This first shot is up and good. 5 points from the line in this quarter for Blackston. Hoffman out of the game. T.J. Bauer. Second shot is up and good for Blackston. So a minute 17 to go, 61-43, 18-point lead. Nice little runner by Lopez is up and no good. Rebounded by the Rebels. Now Martinez in the back court, being guarded by T.J. Bauer. Now he picks up his dribble. Pass over to Blackston. Blackston off to Medina. Medina cross court out to Vestal. They're to Bowen. Now Bowen to Martinez. Martinez to Blackston. Blackston pass cross court to Medina. Now over to Blackston. Blackston's little runner is up and good. So now Fort Morgan with the ball up court, 63-43 with 33 seconds to go in the game. Pass underneath Eric Kimball. Eric Kimball's little shot is up and good. That's Kimball's second basket of the game. First one here in the fourth period. With 23 seconds to go, Weld Central has called a timeout. We'll take one with them. 63-45, Weld Central. You're listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on D106 and D106.com. Back at Weld Central High School, Weld Central 63, Fort Morgan 45 with 23 seconds to go in the game. Weld Central, they inbounds the ball just to the right of their basket. Fort Morgan with a full court press. Now they're going to call a foul. A push-off on Weld Central. I believe that's going to go against number 34, Pippin. So Pippin with his first of the game. Fourth on Weld Central. Matthew Hoffman back out of the game. Joey Schneider into the game. Eric Kimball to get the ball into Garcia. Garcia back to Kimball. Kimball with a little fadeaway off the front of the rim and no good with 18 seconds to go. Now Weld Central with the ball. Alan Lang into the game for Weld Central. Along with Justin Smith. Ball back out to the three-point line. Maniscalco, he gets it back out to Alan Lang with 1 second. That's the end of the game. 63-45, Weld Central. We'll be back with the post-game show from Weld Central High School. You're listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on D106 and D106.com.
Welcome back to Weld Central High School. Corey Nickel here along with Brian Nickel. Final score for the boys game is 63-45 in favor of the Weld Central Rebels. Go right to the scoring. Leading the way for the Weld Central Rebels is Brandon Blackston with 22, followed by Adam Martinez with 14, Cody Bowen with 9, Jacob Maniscalco with 7, Derek Medina with 6, and Tommy Vestal with 5. For the Fort Morgan Mustangs, leading the way for them was Bill Lopez with 14, followed by Zach Garcia with 8, Joey Schneider with 7, T.J. Bauer with 6, Eric Kimball with 4, and Wes Anderson with 2. Followed by the rebounding, the Weld Central Rebels also won in the rebounding category with 26. Fort Morgan Mustangs with 23. Leading the way for the Rebels was Cody Bowen with 9, followed by Medina with 5, Maniscalco with 4, Blackston with 2, Vestal Mitchell with 2, Adam Martinez with 2, Trupp with 1, and Lang with 1. Leading the way for the Fort Morgan Mustangs in rebounding, Eric Kemble with 6, Joey Schneider with 5, Wes Anderson with 4, Jared Regan with 3, 2 of those offensive coming on the same series, followed by Jake Brick with 2, Leo Lopez, Zach Garcia, and Henry Weimer each with 1. Turnovers, the Fort Morgan Mustangs finished with 16, the Weld Central Rebels finished with 13.
This Mustangs postgame show is brought to you by High Plains Bank and Wiggins. The friendly staff of High Plains Bank and Wiggins is ready to assist you with a home loan, equity line of credit, commercial loan, or checking account. To receive hometown service on the Higher Plains, visit High Plains Bank today. We'll take another 3-minute break and be back with some more of the post-game show and go over a little bit of this girls' game that's coming up. So you're listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on B106 at B106.com.